The western coast of Sweden, just next to the Northern Sea, the North Sea, lies Norl, Sweden, and Ale Disc Golf Center is ready to welcome our MPO contestants to the field to challenge this #1 disc golf course in the world. Welcome to the booth. My name is Esa-Pekka Tupala. I'm your host today, and with me, Mr. Brian Earhart once again. Welcome.
This is, first off, an honor to be calling a tournament at this course. Ale, currently the #1 rated course in the world on UDisc, and I think, to me, when I look at this property that the players are attacking this weekend, it's almost not even feeling like they're attacking this course. They get to participate on a track that feels like a culmination of the entire history of disc golf. There's such a professional feel to this place, but there's also so much DIY, grassroots effort that's gone into growing this property, and a lot of players saying this is their favorite course in the world. Eagle McMahon said the same thing earlier on in the week, and now we get to see a lot of these players play the best course in the world in a competition setting.
This #1 layout, the white in Ale, is the layout that we are going to challenge this weekend. The yellow layout is another one here, and it's rated top 3 in the world by UDisc users. And the FPO round, of course, has already been dealt with to this morning, so we still have 5 more live disc golf rounds coming at you with the Disc Golf Network, and it's gonna be a blast. And please pay attention to the details on this course, and we're gonna dive right into it. For example, we have this out of bounds log thing going on. So of course we will have the white stakes marking the out of bounds lines, but when the white stakes actually switch into these logs that are put on the course here and there, multiple places, the inbounds area actually lies on the inbound side of that log. It's not splitted in half, the log. And also, like in the Swedish Open hole 17, we had the hazard on the outer line of the log. So if you were out of bounds, leaning to the log, you were inbounds, but this time that's out of bounds.
It adds just a little bit of tension because now you have to completely fly over any of these logs that keep a player out of the green or the playing area. And there is your champion from last week, Eagle McMahon, again coming off the win last week at the Swedish Open, says this is his favorite course on the planet, and there's nothing like coming to a place that you just truly feel inspired to play. Looking forward to seeing Eagle this weekend.
Well, we are going to introduce the third commentator of this broadcast right now. Nate Perkins, you are down in Null, Sweden. Thank you for being our eyes and ears on the course. We had a 2-minute wash of rain in the FPO field earlier this morning. How's the weather looking currently?
In total, there's been about an inch of rain that's fallen this morning, and so the ground's pretty saturated. I think players are pretty happy with the conditions that they're facing right now. It was estimated gusts were going to be up to 40 miles per hour today, and that is not the case. The strongest gust today has been 25, and it is at its peak right now. And so these last few feature cards, the wind is going to die down, especially on the back 9 for them.
Thank you so much, Nate. And we are gonna head to the course. We see those warm-up tees there on the range. These guys have such an unbelievable facility how the players can start their round and warm up for their rounds. We're gonna take some highlights from last year. Ricky Wysocki on the tee of 1. Quite a few. I mean, I meant to say that there is not many changes to this layout from last year.
I would say there's almost not a single bad hole out here. Hole 10, we've heard some players say a couple things about. Hole 16, we've heard some players say a couple things about. But every time I hear someone say something about these holes, they say, actually, this hole's kind of growing on me. And really, we have 18 holes that offer a completely different challenge. And again, you see the love and care put into this place. There's so much detail, so much intention behind every part of this track. There's Culver Dahl with a nice putt there inside the circle. There's just nothing like coming to a place that's truly fun to play disc golf at a high level at. Here we go, hole 3, one of the signature holes on this property.
Gannon Burr on the tee. This is a marvelous shot to get the throw on Elite Series level here in Ale and Gannon Burr. poolside's edge. And on 18th, Harry Chase. That's going to be a tap in par. Wonderful to see Mr. Chase on coverage, and wonderful day for him. No bogeys, 9 birdies.
Such a talented young player, and just exciting. Whenever he does put together a good round, gets himself on coverage, it's enjoyable to take in his entire game. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him out there tomorrow.
Chase holding out the solo second place, currently behind this fella right here, Silas Schultz, currently 11 down, and now throwing 2 on 18. He had a bogey on 6, so he's going for his 13th birdie with this one.
Oh yeah! Woo!
That's gonna be a birdie for Schultz.
Another really strong talent from this younger generation, and kind of had some highs and lows in his career, but this is what he's capable of. I mean, I remember the first time I really saw him pop off at the Champions Cup a few years back, being like, well, okay, there's the skill set of a top 10 player in the world. If he can get together all the fine details and the fundamentals of the game, numbers like this are going to come very often for him.
Last year, 2025, with practically the same layout, Lauri Lehtinen and Holger Håkansson took also a -12 round 10. We're going to toss it down to Silas Schultz to hear what he had to say after his round.
Silas Schultz in the clubhouse with -12.
Yeah,
This was the best round last year. How do you feel about your performance?
I feel great about it. I think I was saying earlier this week that this course would probably go pretty low for a few people. I was hoping I'd be one of those people, but yeah, I'm very pleased with it.
You kept it almost bogey-free, only one small mistake on hole 6, but you had a super cool both front 9 and back 9. It was quite a good performance all around the round.
Yeah, it was definitely, I had just like a little bit of a mentality shift going in, and just threw really confidently. The one bogey came from just missing an island barely short, and I splashed out of the putt from the drop zone, so almost even saved a par there. Just tried to stay aggressive. This course kind of keeps feeding you, looks for birdie if you keep attacking, and so got a few extra that I was hoping to get, and then got all the ones that I was looking at. So yeah, feeling good about it.
This score could bring you to lead card maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the mental game of keeping the same pace all 3 rounds?
Yeah, I feel good about it. I think one of the reasons that I played well today was because of Simon Lizotte. He told me to thank him, and I will thank him, because we had a big gallery with us, and I feel like I performed better with a larger crowd. It just kind of helped me to lock in. I also want to say thank you to the very kind couple who gave me an umbrella on the par 5 whenever it started raining on us. I wouldn't have birdied that hole without them, or maybe even the ones afterwards. So yeah, I love playing in front of people. It's probably my favorite form of disc golf. So yeah, I would love to be on lead card tomorrow.
Okay. Keep up the good work and see you tomorrow.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz. Innova, throw your best hot rounds on your screen right now. Silas leading the stats 12 down. As said, that is the course record from last year. I'm excited to see if someone can beat the 12 down. It's such a good score, and Silas even had a bogey. So did Lauri Lehtinen last year. He took a bogey on 16. And Holger Håkansson, who's going to be in our second card today, he also took a 12 down. That was clean, no bogeys.
It's so impressive when you look at the leaderboard from last year. Holger is such a fish out of water. He's the only player under 1,000 rated amongst a sea of really talented top professionals. So a great performance last year from him. Here's Rick.
Not quite getting the birdie on 1. Gonna take the par. Hole 5, the most simple shot in the whole world, as you see Gannon do here. Just down there.
I love that shot from Gannon too. You know, he's a guy that can throw straight multiple different ways. There's that Annie to flat line that he's so good at.
Schultz in the lead. sides and Chase tied second with -9. Can the others challenge those scores today? Let's be seen.
OTB Discs has expanded to Europe, building its headquarters at the #1 destination in our sport, the Ale Disc Golf Center, bringing the massive selection and detail that OTB is known for. European golfers can now get the sweetest discs at Europe's disc golf candy store, otbdiscs.eu.
Tour Series material. Update initiated. Special blend duo compound identified. Titanium metallic pearl activated. Big Z color architecture deployed. Material synchronized. Special blend. Render complete. Enhanced grip detected. Cosmetic data stream opened. Access granted March 27th. Discraft.com.
Calvin, looking good today. Calvin Heimberg. Excuse me, sorry. Hey, sorry. Excuse me. Hello. Hey, thank you. A Naqua. I'm looking for a Naqua. Do you have one?
Hey, Germ, you can't cut in line.
My apologies. You may have noticed I just cut you in line. I'm just looking for a Naqua.
A Naqua? Here, use mine.
Got it. Thanks.
The Ale Open is presented by Discraft, the world leader in disc sports.
The Disc Golf Network is the home of live disc golf. Subscribe today for full live coverage all season long and upgrade to a yearly plan for the best value plus exclusive perks and discounts such as 20% discount at the Pro Shop, 20% discount at the Jomis Pro Shop, all the other things included. Subscribe now. You can scan the QR code on your screen or visit discgolfnetwork.com.
Not scripted to say this at all, but when I'm looking at a 20% discount at the Pro Shop, that's discs, people.
Yep, that is discs.
Not so bad.
Mr. McMahon, your Swedish Open 2026 champion. Throwing these lines that don't exist, throwing the discs he never knew how to throw. I mean, he knew how to throw, but he picked them for this Open.
Well, we talked to him about this, and he's just playing the game the way he sees it. When you're a player like Eagle with so much talent, you can throw any shot under the sun. What do? You do what feels good in the moment, and you throw what works for you. And he did that at the Swedish Open this week, and it just seemed like the stars aligned. You know, you saw some of the gap hits late. You saw some of the magic on the putting green. And you know the source of that yell when he held the trophy was all those years of feeling like he was so close to putting it all together, not quite getting it at the end, and now here he is. It seems like there's a new confidence about him, and it's so exciting to watch.
And for what I felt in that scream was Eagle pushing back to those doubters who never believed that he is going to come back again.
Well, no one will understand what it's like to live on the road for that long, traveling through your most formative years. Here's Ricky. Second shot on 2, not too shabby.
Yeah, it's a tough world, for sure.
This is what I love about the second shot on 2. You throw a good tee shot, the optimal play on the second is trying to throw it into the basket.
Yeah.
That was actually, my apologies, Ricky's third shot on 2. It was a layup, and there's actually a single bush in the middle of the fairway that really frames up what you have to do.
Yeah, I mean, either way, when you are going up the hill the first time with a clear view, you're going to run the basket, whichever shot is in play. And here's Gannon Burr tapping in for another birdie to go 5 down for the first 6. Wonderful job from Mr. Burr. When we come back, the lead card tees off on 1. Stay here.
Hey you! Welcome to Kippis, the biggest disc golf center in Europe. 5 courses, multiple layouts and 3 putting games for beginners, pros and families for free. Our pro course has been ranked 5 times in the U-Disc Top 10. And by the way, Kippis means cheers in Finnish.
Gannon Burr, tee of 7. Most of these holes have this cone-shaped tee pad, and you might ask yourself, is it legal? Is it fine to tee off from those wings, that we might call them, to make this a cone shape? It is. And unless you step on the white stripe close to the edge of the tee, it's fine to tee off from any place you want.
It's going to be a solid placement shot from Gannon. That's what you'll find on this course in the par 4s. There's a lot of different strategy involved in regards to where you place that shot. Distance is not just the only prerequisite. Babcock here on 10. This is a controversial par 3. OB tight on both sides. It's going to be a putt for Babcock.
And Redalen takes the birdie on 18. Clean 9 down with an eagle on 13. Requires a couple of superb shots. We got a super stacked feature card for you today. Niklas Anttila, Anthony Barella, Arvid Håkansson and Eagle McMahon. Let's fly to tee number 1 with all those spectators. Welcome on board. And let's enjoy the show.
It is time for your first feature card of Ale Open 2026, sponsored by Discraft. First up on tee, representing Finland, let's give a warm welcome to Niklas Anttila! 2T, representing the United States of America, please give it up for Anthony Barella! Next 2T from Sweden. Let's give a warm welcome to Arvid Håkansson! From the United States of America, let's welcome Eagle McMahon!
Well, 3 beautiful shots off the T1 and Eagle McMahon out of bounds right. Calvin Heimberg T of 3 going straight. Let's skip for him. Kinda, but not like he wanted. Babcock on 10. 5 down front, 9. Very solid.
And this is going to be a bonus birdie, so par is okay, but grabbing a 2 on 10 is going to take strokes on the field. Some very challenging par 3s out here. Relatively short par 5. This is all placement.
Too long for Gannon. He might be fine. Oh, that's not a good roll. Might still be fine though.
It looks bad.
Now Calvin back on 3. 16 meters. Low.
Saw how high he tried to get that in the tailwind. Not going to happen there. Eagle long bid for a par. And he just stood up on that drive a little bit. You saw him line up for the hyzer, and last second his spine kind of popped up and it rolled the disc over. Anthony Barella, I believe, threw a Nuke OS at like a super overstable 13 speed. Just trusted his speed.
Håkansson for birdie on 1. That's a nice way to start. Yeah, man, it seems like nukes first go boom, then they go spoink under the basket.
That's true. It's true. And first drive I saw from Arvid, instantly like the way his backhand flies, like the way his body looks doing it. Can't wait to see more of Arvid today. And hit the putt with authority for birdie.
Wonderful birdies from hole 1. Babcock now, TF 11. It might look like a forehand hole, but it might actually be better on backhand, and we're going to talk a lot about that. Cole Redalen tied for second. He's in the clubhouse now. Let's hear from the guy.
Cole Redalen, -9 on the clubhouse. How do you feel about your performance?
Yeah, I feel good today. My only goal today was keep it clean on the scorecard, no bogeys, and this course will deliver. You'll have enough birdie opportunities out there that no matter if you have a slow start, as long as you're not bogeying and making everyone count, that was the goal today, and I was able to do that.
That's true though. You had a -3 on the front 9, which is a respectable score. You pushed hard on the back 9, even with an eagle on 13.
Yeah.
Tell us how it happened, that eagle.
Yeah, well, I wasn't playing it for eagle the first practice day, and then I watched on coverage some guys throw the roller last year, and I was like, well, shoot. I didn't realize there was actually an eagle play on that hole. So I threw the roller the rest of the week and never got into position, and I got into position for the first time today and made it count with a flex distance driver on the backhand, put it inside the circle and made the putt. So I knew it was possible, and it just felt good to deliver on that today.
It's brave to do it when it matters the most. Congratulations. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
Great.
Practice for the eagle play, don't get any results, still do that in tournament and get the eagle.
Well, we're going to go up to 13, and people are going to see how special that 3 truly is. It's totally there, but it's such an intentional choice to put yourself into position. And that roller is a huge risk-reward play, and he got the reward this time. 75% C1X2. Lots to clean up just on the fundamental side. He can go even lower under par.
Babcock, that's low for birdie. Back with Mr. Heimberg. Tee of 4. 200-meter par 4.
And that's going to be a shot that does well everywhere.
Back to 2 with Niklas Anttila. Takes the birdie from bullseye on hole 1. I believe this might be the same exact driver he just threw on 1. And that is not good.
That's the frustration of this hole, but I'll say this once, I'll probably say it a few more times today. They've done such a good job here at leaving one little pocket of trees, 1 or 2 mature trees, and having them play such a crucial role in the way the hole is played. And that bush in the middle is definitely going to mess with players a bit and force them to really pick a side here. Perkins, can you talk a little bit more about hole 2 and the angles that the players are trying to set themselves up for?
It's like 460 to really get in front of that bush or over the top of it. It's like not quite a full rip, and I've actually seen quite a few people go deep because of the bit of left to right getting underneath the disc. It's kind of a tail left to right, so it's actually, a max distance wind. I've seen a lot of people go a little too long. Is looking right on point, maybe fading out a little early, but it actually pushes up there enough that he'll be able to actually probably scramble up the hill. Gusting pretty hard from left to right. Eagle all hyzer, but look how far it's pushing. All hyzer. Oh, and a great rollout. It was a little inside and wasn't going to quite push through, and it rolls back off a root right into the prime birdie zone.
Some trouble for the first feature card, but some great success also. tee of 2. Now Gannon Burr on 7. He was pinched on the right and yeah, not able to get to the pin.
He's going to be in circle 2. He's going to have some sort of a putt, but he was trying to chop that on much more of an extreme line.
On the green of 18, Ezra Earhart trying to go 9 down to tie the second place.
And there's that little helping wind that's just so hard to trust it. And that's the unfortunate miss. Overall, great day for Ezra.
No bogeys, just 8 birdies for Ezra Earhart. You know, Brian, we talked about a lot of this, that the courses and the fairways are getting longer and longer on tour every year. So, how do you feel? When we're talking distance, how much is the required distance in MPO to say that you're not course limited, so to say, on average for the tour? And how would that compare to this course right here?
Yeah, so I think to me on tour, it's less about your maximum distance and more about how fast you can throw. Because speed means so much more throwing uphill, or when it gets windy, throwing something overstable when other players have to shape. I would say 70 miles an hour is the lowest minimum to be considered okay. That's a 500-foot golf shot right there. And on a course like this, it helps, especially when it's windy like this. Not necessary. We saw this guy last year play phenomenal. And I would say that 70 is about his maximum.
Nicholas takes a driver and shoots it up the hill from the patent pending on the knee. Gets pin high. That's severe uphill there.
And he threw it with something overstable too. It's very difficult to be able to do that uphill. But it's the right disc choice if you can actually pull it off.
Varela going up next.
Yeah, I just needed to give that a little bit more angle, and that's a shot that he hasn't thrown as much in recent years. He's opted to more touchy backhands instead of the overstable flexes. Eagle going with that. Well, he calls it a 1-speed. Again, this is the range he was throwing everywhere. This is just going to be trying to throw it in. Well, maybe not this time, just trying to get the birdie. Again, big backstop behind the pin.
Håkansson. Arvid and Holger have PDGA numbers separated by just 2 digits, so the brothers started their PDGA career very similarly timed, and that is a fine upshot, putting for birdie.
Chance for Gannon here for birdie. Circle 2.
No chance to get through there without hitting branch.
Not a stellar week for Gannon at the Swedish Open. Chance for him to come back here.
Calvin actually going with the turnover.
Yeah, he missed his line. The wind beat it down. Luckily, that's still in bounds and safe.
Babcock ripping the disc on 12.
And that's going to be up there. Still a little bit of ways left to go.
Antila back on 2. This is 12 meters for the birdie. This would be a remarkable save. But it's not. Left side. AB for the bird. That's left side.
I go? Yeah, you go ahead. Yep.
So can Arvid Håkansson go 2 for 2? Yes, he can. Now, eagle. And he's in for the birdie. Håkansson being the Swedish junior national champion from last year and also the Swedish doubles champion from last year. Took the 4th place in the Swedish nationals. And a bunch of top 3s from 25 and 24 Swedish national tour.
Albert Tam up ahead on 8. Tough par 3. This has got to get going left now.
Going.
Sure.
Yep, works.
Just a 460. Pure hyzer past the pin.
I've got that distance. No, I don't, people. Oh, that is a smooth layup.
Yeah, with this wind at this distance, it's very touchy in particular. Albert was very fortunate to get the result he had.
Okay. In.
Oh my God!
Hits the cage! Gannon Burr hits the cage on 8.
That was sick.
Sure.
That was inches from being one of the most beautiful pure air shot aces I've ever seen. What a play on the wind. Look at this.
We saw just this kind of an ace last year from Eric Oakley, acing the hole 8, and Gannon Burr 1 centimeter off the ace. That is the Barbasol close shave replay kind of can do.
Well, it's a perfect scenario, too, to just barely ace, but then stick inside the bullseye for a birdie. Håkansson on 3. This is one of the signature par 3s on the course. Let's throw it down to Nate Perkins. Nate, this is just a truly gorgeous par 3. What's the wind doing down there? What are you taking in?
Yeah, you could see Arvid kind of expecting it to swing his disc a little more all week. It's been a really strong right to left wind, a little bit of tail as well out of the west. And today, it's really calm down here by the green. They might be feeling just a little bit of right to left up there, but not enough to swing this hyzer. Eagle gonna give it a go. Hopefully gets the read off Arvid's and he flattens this out. And it's just high enough to get over the trees. Any lower and That's the fatal miss. It hits those trees, and there's that OB line over there. But again, you could see he's expecting that to really swing back toward the pin, and it's just not today. Niklas loves this angle. Really need to focus on driving this down. It's on Annie out of the hand. Oh, and he gets a bad air bounce down even lower. Yeah, that wind's definitely making him dance out there. I don't think that he would have changed too much about his line. Maybe a little higher out of the hand.
Gavin Babcock further on the course. Holds well, putting for birdie. He gets it. That's high, but he gets it. 6 down, 6 birdies. Back on 3, Anthony Barella. Doesn't get the deep by the wind. Heiser's left. C2. Calvin Heimberg, now tee of 5.
Just got to hit the ground and slide up to the pin. It's going to be just fine outside the bullseye by maybe 3-4 feet.
Now tell me that isn't a Calvin Heimberg shot.
It totally is. We saw it with Gannon. We saw it with Calvin. You want to just drag something over stable. Let it flatten at the end.
Like that?
Yeah, there's that subtle slope to the green. You don't want anything Heisering left because there's that big downslope, so you'd rather drag something off to the right and flatten it. Nicely done.
Back to Gavin Babcock, tee of 13. 310 in meters, 1017 in feet, and that is tied. Gets a nice kick and then a bad kick, but he's looking at the tunnel.
Yeah, much better to be on the left side than the right when you miss there.
Heimberg catches his 3rd birdie after 3 holes. Excuse me, after 5 holes.
Yeah, this one's by far the easiest hole in the course. Got to get the birdie there on 5.
Gannonberg casually after the ace run taps in the birdie. He's 6 down through 8. Plenty of aceable holes on this course.
Lots of aceable holes. Again, this is one of those tracks the players would come and play for fun outside of competition. It's not often that you get a course like that on the Pro Tour.
Many of these figures also down on the course. They live in the trees. They live under the tee pads. They live everywhere. Harry Chase, a success story, got his tour card off of a Q Series event last year. We want to talk to Harry. He's in the clubhouse. Take it away.
Harry Chase joining us in the clubhouse right now. 9 under today. What was working so well for you?
Yeah, I mean, this course really rewards playing good golf. So something that I've been kind of struggling with in the past, but I feel like I played smart today. Throwing was working, putting was working, so that all comes together for a good round. But yeah, I mean, a couple of the par 4s and par 5s kind of just played for landing zones over getting down the fairway and resulted in good scores most of the time.
Yeah, 86% from C1X. Was that what helped propel you to a good round, do you think?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably where I normally putt at. I missed 2 C1 putts, kind of right back to back, I think, 11 and 12. But they were both like 30 feet obstructed, and that was probably the windiest part of the day, so hit the basket on both of them. Can't really complain. But yeah, for the most part, I don't think I made any circle 2, so I was just putting them in the circle, and yeah, I'm okay with it.
2 for scrambling, so it didn't look like you had to do too much work off the fairways, but what does it take to scramble well out here?
Yeah, I mean, I think part of scrambling is a little bit of throwing too. It's easier to scramble when you throw a mostly good shot and you're a little bit off versus maybe the first tree. But yeah, I think throwing was number one thing that was working today, even when I had a slightly off shot. it was in a position where I could still birdie from pretty easily. I don't think I had any highlight scrambles or anything like that. Just maybe a few off the fairway, a little flicks out, maybe a little patent pendings, but yeah, worked great.
All right, well, that's 9 under today. It's setting you up well for the weekend. We'll see you later.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Chase. Tee of 6 now with Calvin Heimberg. This is an interesting hole, Brian.
It really is. It's an island shot, and just like we said earlier, you cannot be hanging over the logs there and be inbounds. You got to fly the green. And it's not that big of a green, especially when the wind picks up. Here's Rick going forehand, something slow. There's the bullseye. Well, just outside. It's going to be a tap-in essentially for Rick. You see how little grass there is on the green when you get close to the basket. It gets skippy. Now Arvid for birdie. This is a long one.
To go 3 for 3.
Yeah, that's a big ask there with the wind like that. Late C2 putting with anything somewhat gusty is tough.
Gannonburg pulls the shot on 9. Is that going to be out of bounds or in? That is the question. That's the first big mistake from Gannonburg. He's said to be inbounds though. Tap-ins on 3. No birdies, just a par frame for the feature card number 1.
You know, I think it's beautiful that we're seeing the power hyzers out in the wind challenging the gusts. I might sneak onto the course and slap a Mando, make those guys throw what Niklas did, just to be a little devilish.
Let's fly over and through hole number 4. This is brought to you by Zenni Eyewear for everyone.
Yeah, par 4, 656 feet. There's 2 landing zones. You can go straight off the tee. You can try to get to the corner and give yourself something up to the pin. It's a long second shot if you're just playing the conservative line. Like I said, there's that bushy tree in the middle of the fairway, and it forces you to make a choice right away. I have heard from players that there are some, if the wind is in the right position, that will try to fly over everything and get to this second kind of kidney bean of a landing zone on the left. When you get there, if you throw the aggressive line and it pays off, you have a wonderfully easy time to get up to this sloped green. This is a very challenging hole. Quarter of the field getting the par here, but quite a few players grabbing a double bogey or worse. It's got the highest double bogey rate on the course so far.
I love this basket placement. The fact that it's about 20-25 feet behind that mound is out of bounds. You really have to have touch approaching the basket. And then if you're gonna run the 15-meter putt uphill, you risk everything. Håkansson, tier 4. This guy has some distance.
Nice little tombstone. Not having a chance any ground play. That's going to be safe.
Heimberg on 6.
Oof. Almost a bomb from deep C2, maybe even just outside.
McMahon, tier 4. This is just what we were talking about, Brian. He's throwing the flip-up forehands when we think he's going to throw the backhand and vice versa.
And there's OB everywhere. You got to throw something that you're confident in. It doesn't matter what the optimal line is on a course like this with so much danger.
Burr on 9. That's a 5-meter putt. But that is still going to be a putt for bogey. Gannonburg was out of bounds. Anttila, tier 4. Force over flex. Hits the drop zone. Okay. That was an easy play for birdie there, I suppose. Babcock on 13. Now throwing 3. Oh, and that... Well...
Kind of
no.
anti-niced him there.
Yeah. Kind of no and kind of yes and still kind of no and then kind of yes. AB on 4. Oh, this is headed out of bounds left, and that is OB for AB. That is a beautiful birdie for Clay Edwards. First time in the coverage. Welcome. Back to Gavin. Fourth shot. Wants the easy par and walk away. Burr now for bogey. In.
So he was out of bounds.
Yes.
On that tee shot. Scores updated later. Just stood up on that backhand. Anthony trying to go for the pin here. It's actually going to be at a decent spot. Looking at the downslope.
Heimberg, tee of 7.
So this is a hole that I've heard quite a few players are clubbing down off the tee. Calvin is going to stay with an eagle. 7 speed.
Oh, goodness.
I guess when you do that, it doesn't matter. Clubbing down does not matter. That's a beautiful line.
To the crosswind. Perfect control. Anttila.
Yes, this is the line that you're kind of left with if you don't push this landing zone to that top corner. You're throwing something pretty technical with the wind. See if Arvid can make something happen here. Going backhand, gonna have to flip this one a little bit.
Like this. Just an inch short. C1, I reckon.
He's showing off the power. He's showing off the finesse. I am liking what I'm seeing from Arvid right now.
Brian Likey. He is the Swedish sensation at the moment. 17 years old. Just finished high school. And he was actually in a program that was connected with disc golf.
You know, it's interesting. We've been hearing that from some of the younger juniors players across Scandinavia and the Nordic countries that are able to tell the school that this is what they do, and the school gives them time to practice during school hours. I think that's just phenomenal. It's just a brand new generation, so much information to take in. If you want to get good at disc golf, there is every resource under the sun to do so. It doesn't have to just be your local pros, although I will say some of the best memories of my life were playing some of those local leagues with those players teaching you how to play the game.
Even beautiful shot. Ida Lehtomäki just started high school last fall as on the sports side, and with playing disc golf professionally with high school education going on. It's a wonderful thing we have here in Northern Europe. Scrolling down the leaderboard, Otto Mäkinen currently on the 11th. We have some other familiar names down on the board.
Oh, great to see Peter Lunde from Norway up there in the leaderboard. You're not seeing as much of Peter in recent years, taking a bit of a break from the full-time grind of disc golf, but one of the prettiest throwers of the backhand that you'll ever see.
Anttila wants the safe par, nothing else. He finds his disc 9.5 meters away from the basket. Air ball here, and it's out of bounds. And your comebacker is at least the same length.
Yeah, this is a mix of commitment and still staying smooth. Gusty wind.
Got it. Wonderful.
Been kind of an up and down year on the putting green for Anthony. When the putt's on, it's one of the purest looking strokes that we have, and that was a nice little nose down play for the wind.
Håkansson for a 5 to 6 meter birdie look. No hesitation at all. Clean, surgical, excellent. McMahon for his birdie. That is a clean stroke for McMahon. After the bogey on 1, he's now gotten 2 birdies, and 2 on 4. It's gonna take him 1 down for the day.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Allen, PDGA number 15354. I started playing disc golf in 1999, immediately got my number to be a part of an organization that I knew that was going to be a part of my life for a very, very long time. Disc golf is a sport that anyone can play. It's fun to play with your family, with your friends, or to get out there by yourself.
It's more than a shave. It's the first thing people notice about you. Level up with Barbasol for a clean, smooth finish every time. It's America's #1 brand of shaving cream for a reason. No need to pay more for other brands. Barbasol delivers a thick and rich instant lather that simply gets the job done. Shave with confidence, knowing you're using Barbasol, the American original for over 100 years. Because it's more than a shave. It's Barbasol.
The educational disc golf experience brings disc golf to schools and communities nationwide. With support from industry leaders and key partnerships, Edge has granted over $450,000 to help kids learn and grow through the sport of disc golf. Ongoing cuts to PE programming places schools in need of.
That wraps up our first hour of coverage here on YouTube, but we're just getting started with coverage this week. The best part, the drama continues on the Disc Golf Network for free. Subscribe for free to finish the rest of round 1 at discgolfnetwork.com. Huge thanks to our friends at Powerball for powering today's broadcast. Head to powerball.com to see estimated jackpots and winning numbers. Could be you.